The 60th anniversary specials for Doctor Who continue to see their ratings decline, as not only the ratings are declining, but we're also seeing viewer scores come in, and they are not good at all. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. That out of the way, let's get into this here. I wrote this up over at thatparkplace.com earlier today. Headline reads, Doctor Who's 60th anniversary special ratings continue to decline. And indeed, they do. The overnight numbers for the most recent and the final 60th anniversary special for Doctor Who, titled The Giggle, saw the viewership ratings continue to decline. We're seeing a trend now of ratings declining every single episode that is released. So just to kind of give you a recap, the first of the three 60th anniversary specials, The Star Beast, which saw the return of David Tennant as the 14th Doctor and Catherine Tate as Donna Noble, and featured heavy-fisted propaganda pushing the message. That only brought in 5.08 million viewers in overnight numbers. After all calculations were completed, the show's total viewership in the United Kingdom clocked in at 7.61 million. The overnight ratings for the show's second episode, Wild Blue Yonder, declined by 250,000 viewers, or 5%, to 4.83 million. However, when final calculations were made, the second episode only brought in 6.9 million viewers. That's a decline of over 710,000 viewers and nearly 10% from the first episode. So they're bleeding 10% of the audience in just one episode. And The Giggle saw a decline as well. We don't have the full numbers, but we do have the overnight numbers. It only brought in 4.62 million viewers. Again, that's a decline of just over 9% from the first episode and a 4.3% decline from the second episode. So people are clearly still tuning out of the show. It has not found a bottom yet. Not only are people tuning out of the show, but they don't like the show either, the people that are watching it. We look at the review score numbers here on IMDb. 6.6 is the average score. And if you look at the individual specials, the Star Beast is the worst rated one, a 5.2 out of 10. Wild Blue Yonder has a mediocre 6.5 out of 10. And The Giggle has a 7.5 out of 10. So it is the best one rated overall, according to IMDb. But obviously, people were already tuning out due to the heavy-handed propaganda and obviously just normal attrition. Looking at Rotten Tomatoes, the average audience score is 43%, so even worse than IMDb. We have well-known pop culture critics such as Gary Beekler lampooning the show, specifically Savage the Star Beast, noting that it was, quote, sacrificed on the altar of agenda, and that this is now the, quote, the now third reboot of Doctor Who was murdered in its crib. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. We've got Russell T Davies, the showrunner, telling people that future episodes starring Ncuti Gatwa's 15th Doctor are going to annoy people. That's what he told the Radio Times. He said the show is taking a sly step towards fantasy, which will annoy people to whom it's a hard science fiction show. He added, episode 2 next year is wildly fantasy, completely making up scenarios on screen that we've never been able to show before. But the following episode is proper hard science fiction. So he's admitting that people are going to be annoyed. And I don't know, if you're telling people they're already going to be annoyed, why tune in the first place? So I think you're going to see a drop there as well. But not only did he explain that the show's direction will annoy people, but he also informed Doctor Who Magazine, as reported by SFF Gazette, that he's creating a whole new Doctor Who mythology, which I think we saw in The Giggle with how they changed the regeneration process. This is what he told Doctor Who Magazine. He said, there will be controversial events in The Giggle. If you listen and watch the commentary on the iPlayer, I unroll a whole new Doctor Who mythology for you based on the events taking place, and I'm explaining this to David Tennant, and his mind is exploding. That commentary will have absolutely exclusive information that will rock the world. I hope you'll all find it fascinating. It's a whole new way of looking at the history of Doctor Who, and I can't wait to see the reaction. It looks like if you're telling people to jump ship and you're going to be changing Doctor Who mythology, I think that's those line up together. So I would expect the ratings to decline even further, especially when we get into the first proper Ncuti Gatwa Doctor Who special, which is supposed to take place on Christmas Day. But that is what the Doctor Who ratings are showing us now, and kind of my predictions for the future. Let me know what you guys think of these Doctor Who ratings and what do you expect for the future. I don't think people should be watching this show. Clearly, it is pushing the agenda, pushing the message, and there is no reason to rot your mind by watching shows infected with the message. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and always be polite to each other and be kind.